Your high school sports is excited to be entering its third season and now has expanded to the Tri-Cities area. Your high school sports is brought to you by these great sponsors.
Welcome to this week's Your High School Sports. It's week 2 of the playoffs here in Tennessee, and I'll tell you what, 2 of the Sevier County teams got victories, Sevier County and Pigeon Forge, and 2 lost, Seymour and GP lost. But we're going to catch up with Seymour and talk to Coach Cooper and find out they had a great season down there, and then we're going to come back and talk to Coach Lingenfelder about the big win they had against Gibbs and as they get prepared for Halls, and then Coach Meadows will set up his big game against Alcoa this week. So make sure you stay right here for more right after this of Your High School Sports.
Hello, I'm Dr. John Rader, and I want to welcome you to our cosmetic and family dental practice located here in Sevierville, Tennessee. Our office provides a wide array of dental treatments and services from preventive and restorative dentistry to cosmetic enhancement, implant restorations, and the Zoom teeth whitening system. Over the past 12 years of practice, we have built a strong reputation for state-of-the-art dentistry with compassionate care. I invite you to give us a call or locate us on our website at seviervilledentist.com.
This is the clay, expertly crafted, that became the dishes on our tables. This is the grain, traditionally stone ground, that became the fresh-baked bread we serve every day. And this is the home, famously designed, that became the most unique setting for casual dining in Pigeon Forge. From our custom dishware to our delicious food, you can see the ingredients that make the Pottery House Cafe special. The Pottery House Cafe and Grill. Come experience our quality and our heritage.
Just look at all those freshly made Krispy Kreme donuts. I'm sure it makes you want one or a dozen right now. So come visit our locally owned and operated Krispy Kreme donuts in Pigeon Forge. Our Krispy Kreme donuts are made fresh daily, our service is fast and friendly, and the taste will put a smile on anyone's face. Krispy Kreme is a fundraising favorite, so call us today to help support your school or community fundraising efforts. Our delivery truck is there when you need us. Krispy Kreme Donuts on the Parkway in Pigeon Forge.
Welcome back to this edition of Your High School Sports. I'm your host, Roddy Woods. Coach Lingenfelder has joined us. Coach, first week of the playoffs against Gibbs. Set that game up for us and talk a little bit about it.
Well, it's like most first-round games in the playoff. It's tough. And, you know, the year we won the state, we struggled in the first round, and even in '97 when we went to semis, we were behind both those years at halftime. You know, we played a team that didn't want to give up, and you know, we knew Gibbs played hard before we played them by watching them on film, and we just did not play well. But you know, Gibbs had something to do with it. I felt like we were outplayed in the first half and in the third quarter.
You know, in a game like that, first round, you know, you guys were awful weak. Being awful weak, I know you said it was going to help you, but do you think it kind of got your players, you know what I want to say, lackadaisy? They didn't come out with the fire as Coach Lingenfeld wanted them to? Well,
it's obvious, though, we didn't. But I don't know whether that had anything to do with it or not. But, you know, we weren't excited about playing last Friday for some reason. And we made a lot of mistakes early. We had 3 15-yard penalties in the first half, turned it over. Didn't take the quarterback a few times on the option, and you know we just weren't very sharp.
In a game like that, in the first round of the playoffs, is it something you want to go ahead and get out of the way, a game like that?
It's you get in the playoffs, it's just trying to survive. Records and stats and all that stuff don't mean anything in playoffs. You're just trying to win to get to the next round.
The playoffs, first round is always kind of, you alluded to about things like in 99 and 97, you guys had a first round game like that. Does it make your team, after the game was over, what kind of speech did you give them?
Well, I just told them I thought we got outplayed. I thought Gibbs played harder than we did, which is a big part of it. Now, we're going to coach them up, and we're going to try to make sure we're in the right schemes and everything, but you have to play hard, and you should always try to outplay the other team, blocking and tackling and effort. And I just thought that they played with a lot more enthusiasm and effort than we did.
It's playoff time, and the second round is coming up. They play Halls this Friday night in the TWSAA second round. But you make sure when we come back, we're going to talk to a couple of Smoky Bear players, and then Coach is going to rejoin us, and he's going to set up this week's playoff matchup against Hall. So make sure you stay right here for more of your high school sports. We'll be right back.
Sully Select in Sevierville is the place to get your daily freshly squeezed non-pasteurized orange juice. Sample our delicious strawberry orange juice too and leave with a pint, quart, or a gallon to take home. Sully Select is a place to pick up Granger County tomatoes, grass-fed beef, and holy smoked salt spices and rubs. Sully Select has granola naturals and local honey from Mojo Bee Company. Visit Sully Select on East Main Street next to Sonic in Sevierville.
When you think sushi, think Tomo. The chef at Tomo Japanese Restaurant has over 15 years experience and can create any of your favorite sushi rolls. Tomo offers daily specials. Each day from 5 until 7 p.m. is 2-for-1 beers and sake. Every Tuesday, buy one roll, get one half off plus half price sake. Fridays and Saturdays, come hang out at Tomo for midnight sushi starting at 11:30 p.m. until 3 a.m. And every Sunday, enjoy half price sushi from 5 until 7 p.m. Tomo, just east of West Town Mall on Kingston Pike. For more information, visit TomoKnoxville.com. Clayball's Campground and Cabins and Clayball's Market and Grill have been family owned and operated since 1978. Clayball's Campground is spacious with 320 sites including vacation homes and cabins. Great location for family reunions and large groups with entertainment on the weekends. Clayball's Market offers Exxon gas, a full grocery line, and camping supplies. Their delicious deli provides fantastic food and daily specials. Visit Clayball's Market or make reservations at Clayball's Campgrounds and Cabins, located on 405 Wears Valley Road, Pigeon Forge. Lee's Total Health Pharmacy has 2 locations to better serve you. Our 725 Parkway location offers a full-service pharmacy with a large selection of quality home medical equipment from sports braces to wheelchairs and a stock varied selection of home care products to assist you daily. Health education classes and a Take Charge Weight program are available. Lee's Total Health Pharmacy at 1024 Middle Creek features a compound lab providing medication in the form of pain creams, hormone replacement, and much more. Lee's Total Health Pharmacy. We specialize in your good health.
Welcome back to Your High School Sports. I'm Roddy Woods. I'm with Hunter Minion and Deuce Wallace, 2 senior football players here at Sevier County High School. Let's talk to you first, Deuce. My question when I asked Coach, could I interview you today, I want to ask you, what's the difference in your mental state, regular season, now in the playoffs?
Well, it's easy. it's win or go home. You got us seniors, we have to go into every game thinking it could be our last game. And, kind of leaving everything out there on the field, and trying to, advance, for our county and try and win the state championship for this school.
Hunter, same question.
Just like Deuce, it's just about surviving in the playoffs. You don't have to win by big or by little. A 3-point win is just as big as a 40-point win winning in the playoffs. You just try to survive and get on to the next round, and that's just all we're trying to do right now.
Well, Coach had mentioned something about you guys kind of got off to kind of a slow start. Do you think that was from you guys not playing and had a week off and it just we weren't mentally ready to play?
You could say that, I guess, but people think we have an extra week of preparation, and we actually didn't start preparing for Gibbs until the week before we played them. But I think our mental focus definitely needs to go up and be better for this and be prepared for this next round.
Talk about Halls, Mr. Deuce Wallace.
We know they have a pretty explosive offense. You know, they came off a big win against Tennessee High on a last-second touchdown. We know defensively they kind of struggle a little bit, and we match up really well with what they do on defense. So it should be a big night offensively, and our defense will be able to stop them.
What do you got to do, Hunter, to beat Halls?
Score more points than them.
That's for sure, but what else you got to do?
No, I'm just playing. I think we definitely have an advantage through the air. I believe that we can really attack their secondary, and defensively we got to stop their passing game as well.
You know, right now I know everything that you do out on the football field reflects on what you're going to do down the road in your future. How many schools have been looking at you, and have you narrowed it down? Is it that time of the year yet?
I just recently went on a visit to Western Carolina. This is for track and field. I'm also a 300-meter hurdler. I got second in the state last year. But I haven't narrowed down my schools. I'm still waiting on some opportunities to open up, but I look forward to it.
You're not like this man over here. I know did you go to Vandy this week?
No, I'll be there this weekend, though. I got my official visit this weekend.
Your official visit? How many times you been already?
Quite a bit. But they pay for everything this visit, so it'll be fun. So
it's time now to get ready for Halls. The Red Devils come into Sevier County this Friday night for the second round of the TSSAA playoffs. When we come back, Coach Lingerfeld is going to join us, and we're going to talk about those Halls Red Devils, so make sure you stay right here for more of your high school sports right after this.
I'm the world's worst cleaning lady. I'm here in your home having a pretty spectacular Tuesday. But I don't notice the loose rug at the top of your stairs. And that's about to become an issue for me. And if you've got the wrong home insurance coverage, my medical bills could get expensive. So get Allstate.
Five Oaks Tires, carrying top name brands Michelin Tires and BF Goodwrench Tires. Visit 5oakstire.com. Located on 1425 Parkway, Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. Or call 5 Oaks Tires at 865-453-3469.
Volunteer Chevrolet is your friendly hometown dealership, proudly serving the region for over 20 years. At Volunteer Chevrolet, you'll get great offers on select new vehicles, from Chevy cars, trucks, and SUVs. So come see the new look at Volunteer Chevrolet and take advantage of their great deals. Volunteer Chevrolet is still easy to find on 400 Winfield Dunn Parkway, Sevierville. Volunteer Chevrolet is a proud sponsor of YourHighSchoolSports.com, Sevier County.
Welcome back to your high school sports. Coach, we just caught up with two outstanding young men on this Sevier County football team. One, Deuce Wallace, and the other kid. You know, you just got to have kids like that on your football team to make it go, don't you?
Oh, you sure do, and both of them are playmakers. Deuce is just outstanding, does everything he does, you know, first class, classroom, off the field, and, you know, on the field, works very hard and tries his best to be perfect in practice, and then when it comes time to play, he just plays the game and plays it like he loves it, and you just really enjoy having a guy like that. Hunter Minyard is a guy that just plays with 100% effort, all the time. I've been watching Hunter play since he was 8-year-old, and he's always been that way in whatever sports he plays. He's a guy that just gives you everything he's got every down. And he's a big play guy for us at receiver. Has caught 10 touchdown passes so far this year, and he's also an outstanding player on defense.
Hunter Minion and Deuce Wallace, two of the outstanding players right here on the Sevier County Smoky Bear team. Coach, all right, first round's gone. Gibbs is out of the way. You don't have to worry about them anymore. You got Halls coming up, second round of the playoffs. Talk about Halls. They won a close game last week against Tennessee High.
They did, and Tennessee High had a lot of yards rushing on them, and Halls held them off and had a big win for them. I mean, that was a big-time win for Halls. They've struggled in years past, and they've got their program turned around and playing good football right now. Got a really good offense, putting a lot of points on the board, throw the ball well, good quarterback, outstanding receiver in Friels. They're a good football team.
I got a chance to see some of that game on TV, and looks like you said, Tennessee High had their running game going, but Halls just kept finding a way to come back and put points on the board, and they finally, at the end, they threw a pass and scored. What do you got to do to stop Halls Friday night?
Well, we just need to play within ourselves, so we just need to play our game. Obviously, we got to do a good job in the secondary, and we can't let people get wide open on us, like we have in some of the games where we played against passing teams. But we're playing much better in secondary than we were early in the year. But that's big, is trying to keep number 12 Friels from breaking a long one on us, and we also need to keep the running game down to a minimum. We just got to prevent them from making big plays when we're on defense. Offensively, we just got to move the football and do what we do. We weren't very sharp last week, but we're a much better offensive team than what we played, and we just need to get back to doing what we do.
How will you correct that in practice this week?
We'll just practice like we always do, but we'll be a little more focused this week, hopefully.
In the playoff games, it's something I know you have to put an emphasis on it every week. Hey guys, it's win or lose. We want to move on. We do not want to go home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We don't talk a whole lot about winning and losing and that stuff, but we just try to play our best and be prepared. And that you can't. It's everybody out there wants to win. And we just got to work and be prepared and be ready to play our best when it comes game time. And playmakers got to make plays, and you know how it is. Somebody's going to win at the end, and you can't tell which plays are going to be the big plays and which plays you can rest on. You just got to play every play like it's a difference in the game.
Every play makes a difference right now in the second round of the TWS AA playoffs. Coach Lingenfelder hit it right on the head. You got to make plays. You got to play good defense. It's time to put on the big boy pants.
Yeah, and we also got to do a good job with our kicking game. Connor Ritz last week had 2 punts downed inside the 1 yard line, and that was big for us. But we also, on the other hand, we did a poor job covering kickoffs and gave him 2 big plays on kickoff returns. We just got to be sharp, and we can't give them stuff. We got to make them earn everything you get.
Make sure you get out Friday night. Remember, all playoff games start at 7 p.m. The Sevier County Smoky Bears take on the Halls Red Devils this Friday night in the second round of the TWSAA playoffs. We'll be right back here on Your High School Sports right after this.
It's the day, it's finally arrived. It's your wedding day. It's the moment you've been waiting all your life. It's your wedding day.
Ah, your wedding day, that one special day in your life you'll never forget. So let Venture Productions capture all those special moments at your wedding for you to treasure a lifetime. Our approach to videography is one of creativity and excellence. Call Venture Productions for your video services.
It's the moment you've been waiting all your life. It's your wedding day. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hello, I'm Dr. John Rader, and I want to welcome you to our cosmetic and family dental practice located here in Sevierville, Tennessee. Our office provides a wide array of dental treatments and services from preventive and restorative dentistry to cosmetic enhancement, implant restorations, and the Zoom teeth whitening system. Over the past 12 years of practice, we have built a strong reputation for state-of-the-art dentistry with compassionate care. I invite you to give us a call or locate us on our website at seviervilledentist.com.
This is the clay, expertly crafted, that became the dishes on our tables. This is the grain, traditionally stone ground, that became the fresh baked bread we serve every day. And this is the home, famously designed, that became the most unique setting for casual dining in Pigeon Forge. From our custom dishware to our delicious food, you can see the ingredients that make the Pottery House Cafe special. The Pottery House Cafe and Grill. Come experience our quality and our heritage.
Just look at all those freshly made Krispy Kreme donuts. I'm sure it makes you want one or a dozen right now. So come visit our locally owned and operated Krispy Kreme donuts in Pigeon Forge. Our Krispy Kreme donuts are made fresh daily, our service is fast and friendly, and the taste will put a smile on anyone's face. Krispy Kreme is a fundraising favorite, so call us today to help support your school or community fundraising efforts. Our delivery truck is there when you need us. Krispy Kreme Donuts on the Parkway in Pigeon Forge.
Welcome back to this edition of Your High School Sports. Coach Meadows has joined us, and you can see that we have made our way up to Pigeon Forge. Coach, you was telling some things off camera there. It was 21-0 before you could even blink, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think we'd run 5, maybe 6 offensive plays, and they had 21 points. And it's 21-0 in the first quarter, so it was it looked bleak, to be honest with you. Whenever at the end of one.
When in a game like that, when, like you said, everything can go wrong, went wrong in a game like that, what do you do to try to get your players? You just kind of keep motivating them, tell them, hey, it's going to be okay, it's going to be okay?
Well, only thing, we didn't panic. And I wasn't, we weren't jumping on them or getting on to them or anything like that. We were making some adjustments and everything as it was going on. And, excuse me, we went back to some of our basic stuff to just try to get a rhythm going, and it worked out for us.
In a game like that, when you're down 21-0, and then you score, you say there was a 4th down call there, you kind of turned things around for you guys.
It was. I mean, it was 4th and 2, and we had the ball right at midfield, and I asked the coaches, I said, what do you think? And they said, well, it can't get any worse right now. We got to have something. And so we went for it, and Noah took it down to about the 18, and we took it on in to score there. And we played, for 3 quarters, I say 2.5 quarters, we didn't play bad. For 2 quarters, we played really, really good. And but the first quarter and a half, it wasn't pretty.
Did Kingston do everything that you thought they would do?
Yeah, they did. I mean, they're big and they're talented, and their running back was really, really good, and their quarterback was really good, but the defensive staff made some really good adjustments, and they only had 67 yards second half, but they made good adjustments at halftime, and I feel like we did offensively as well.
So first half's over. You go in the dressing room at halftime. You're down 28-7. You know, what kind of words of inspiration did you say at halftime?
Well, we didn't get on to them. I mean, we really didn't. And you know, it looked like they were, you know, mentally they were beat down anyway. So, you know, we just more pat on the back type thing. We can do this, and you know, we knew we got the ball beginning in the second half, and I told them we need to put points on the board on that first drive, and you know, we got the ball and took it downfield and scored, and that really changed things.
You know, when you come out and you do something like that, to put Kingston on their heels. You know, did you know at that time what you had to do?
Well, yeah, I mean, the adjustments that we made, I felt like were really good, and the players believed in them, and they did a great job, and you know, I felt like after we put that first one on them and we stopped them on their first drive, and then we took it right back downfield and scored again. You know, I felt pretty good, even though it was down a touchdown, but well, it was a totally different team, you know, whenever we came out second half.
You know, to win a game like that, 33-28, you said to me, not only is it important for your team, it's important for the Pigeon Forge High School, wasn't it?
It really is. I mean, you know, because now they not only believe they know to do it, they can do it. They know they can do it. I mean, you know, because they've done it. And you know, and I was telling the team in there just a little bit ago, I mean, that bodes for the future. You know, just not for this team, but on down the line, you know, that things can get done whenever you work hard at it.
You know, a game like that in the first round, and last week you talked about how important this game was. It was 2 top 10 teams in the state, probably had not been in a long time. To get a matchup like that, you know, and to come out with a win like that, that's an important role for you right now to going into your second round game, isn't it?
It really is. I mean, you know, it all is belief. You know, you believe that you can do something, and you know, you can talk it and hope they both, you know, buy into it. But you know, after a win like that and come back, then you know, it kind of gets instilled in them.
How does it make the coaching staff feel?
It makes me feel pretty good. You know, it was a tense ball game. It really was all the way through, and but we came out on top, and so we got to work again this past weekend.
Let me ask you this question. You know my question I'm going to ask you. How's the health of the coach?
It was good, actually. I mean, shockingly. I felt good all weekend. I got wore out on Saturday, but it was everything went good.
Everything went good. Everything is good in Tigerland. So when we come back, we'll talk to Coach about this week's second round opponent, the Alcoa Tornadoes. So he knows a lot about those Alcoa Tornadoes. So when we come back here on Your High School Sports, we're going to talk to Coach just about those things.
Your High School Sports is brought to you by these great sponsors.
Five Oaks Tires, carrying top name brands Michelin Tires and BF Goodwrench Tires. Visit 5oakstire.com. Located on 1425 Parkway, Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, or call 5 Oaks Tires at 865-453-3469.